Welcome back to The Grind. I am very excited about this video, which is a update to the video I put out this morning about the Festive branch. The Festive branch is Nebulon, and as I mentioned in the previous video where I discussed all the spell details, so you can definitely check that out in the video I posted this morning, but I am very excited about this dragon because he looks like a lot of fun to fly and like he probably is going to be viable. The frustrating part was that the repeatable Draconic chests at the end of the branch were significantly reduced to a maximum of 100 Draconic chests, which made this branch very much not worth it. And actually, overall, if you would just buy the Draconic chest with rubies, you could end up getting more progression from the dragon, as well as more resources. So the branch itself didn't really have any value. What is exciting, though, is they did update the branch to have up to 600 repeatable Draconic chests at the end, which I think is a very fair compromise. That will allow people to spend even upwards of 300,000 rubies on Super Sigil chests to take advantage of all of those, if that is what they chose to do with their rubies. It is a very good investment of your rubies to go through Super Sigil chests into the Draconic chests at the end of this branch. But if you have other plans for those rubies, that's definitely a fair assessment that you might need to save them for the next season. Now, the first 2 weeks of this branch is a bonus, 20% on all the prizes within it. So if you do plan on completing this branch, then progressing as much as you can at this time is of value. However, keep in mind that very likely they're going to start releasing limited time branches towards the end of the season. So if you need to save some extra until the end of the season and then evaluate what you have available to spend, you might not want to go into this 20% bonus period because really it's not a huge difference. It's just you might as well get it if you're going to do it anyways. So let's take a look at the branch. You have 2 pages here, and at the very end, you have 4 free Draconic chests, so that's very nice. And then you can repeat this one 150 times, 4 times each, so you get a total of 600 that you can purchase for 500 sigils for 4. Now, this branch as a whole costs 18.5 thousand sigils, and then you can spend another, I didn't calculate this ahead of time, but a lot of sigils to get the 600 Draconic chests available from this repeatable node. And so I personally do want to do this because there is a lot of value from Draconic chests. And since I do plan to do it, I will grab the prizes from the branch while there is the 20% bonus, because then you can get some extra, chests, other resources like elemental embers, egg tokens. You do not get extra shards or runes, obviously, or keys, which is also very obvious. But the extra chests that you do get are definitely nice to have. But again, if spending all your sigils now is going to prevent you from being able to get a limited time branch in the future weeks that you might want to get, then that 20% bonus prizes from this branch during the bonus period is not necessarily a do or die thing. I would recommend, if you're going to be short on sigils and you're not sure what your total season's going to look like, saving till the end to reevaluate and get a better idea of where you're going to end up is probably better than trying to get as much of the 20% bonus as you can, because it's really not going to make a game-changing impact. So that's where we are now. And I am going to save the remaining sigils because I want to have some saved up for, say, a limited time branch that comes out. And then at the very end of the season, I'll buy some Super Sigil chests in order to take advantage of all the Draconic chests that are available from the end of this branch. So that's just a little update. With the ability to get 600 of the Draconic chests, this branch does become worth it if you are planning to spend a bunch of rubies through Super Sigil chests to get sigils to claim these Draconic chests. I would say you're probably going to want to invest over 100,000 rubies, maybe even closer to 150,000 rubies to make it actually worthwhile. But if you're only going to claim 100 of the Draconic chests, which ends up being like 75,000 rubies. That's just a rough estimate of how many rubies it would cost to claim the 100. then it's not really worth it if that's all you're going to end up getting, unless you really, really want the prizes throughout this line. And, it's not insignificant. There are some decent prizes. You do get some gold chests and stuff like that. So you really would have to take a look at the value there. But if you're going to spend over 100 to 150,000 rubies on the repeatable chests, then I would say that this branch does become very worthwhile. The Draconic chests are an amazing source of PvP resources and egg tokens, as well as mystic fragments for breeding event. So the Draconic chests give tons of that and a reasonable amount of sigils. It's very, very close to the sigil output that you get from gold chests. So definitely a good investment. But again, if you're not going to claim many of the repeatable nodes, it doesn't really become that much of value. So that's all for this video. I just wanted to get that update out there right away so people know the changes that were made. I am grateful that they did very promptly reevaluate and correct the situation that was causing people a lot of distress and frustration. And I know a lot of people had decided to quit the game because of it. So I do hope that they see the changes that were made and stick around in the game for a while longer, because this did turn into a fairly decent branch, and I do hope that we can have some fun with this dragon as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.